So this is kind of random and been done before. I was doing this for a collab lab with Raffi and Klee. We were assigned to make a piece using our non-dominant hand, so in my case my left. A limit of 4 elements, so either 4 colors or 4 tools or whatever your medium is, 4. And it had to be a piece that you threw on the back burner, which to me was kind of the hardest thing because I so rarely do that. And if I did, it had to be something that I wouldn't mind sucking at with my left hand. So I did this. This is one of the silly sketches that I came up with when prompted by a tarot card. So I forget which one, but it was supposed to be about being a cocky winner whose arrogance was a risk that would lead to its downfall. And so I did this cat who is napping, and cats sleep a bajillion hours a day, just ask Maggie. She's over there pretending to sleep. And I have a wisteria very slowly growing over her. You can really see me get frustrated with not knowing how to hold a pencil with my left hand. Yeah, you don't mess with wisteria. It's very pretty, and it probably grows very slowly, but it will take down entire trees if you just let it. And so I thought that that would be a good candidate for sinister, sneaky overtaking, you know? Anyway, so I chose watercolor specifically. I mean, obviously I would, but I particularly did because it doesn't require too much effort to put down, and I knew my limitations. I have done acrylic paintings with my left hand before, out of necessity, because of hand pain, thanks to, you know, retail and hospitality work. Watercolor doesn't require too much pushing. You can just pretty much touch it down, and it goes. I had no idea how to hold this brush. I ended up using it as a stamp for the leaves. So for my 4 elements, I decided to choose colors, and I tried to go for a kind of like a split complementary, but not quite. I had a red violet, a blue violet, a very cool yellow, and a very, very warm yellow. And the benefit to watercolors is that they are transparent, so when you layer the colors over them, it can technically make another color. I just think it's funny how uncomfortable I felt doing this. I tend to get pain in both hands anyway, but so my left hand was not happy about this. Mixing the blue violet with the yellow, I knew it was going to make some kind of green, but I chose the wrong yellow at first, and it just made it kind of gray. Because all of the colors, except for maybe the lightest yellow, all have red in them, and a little bit of red is wonderful for greens. It makes it more realistic, kind of natural looking, but too much made it look a little muddy. This voiceover is probably super boring. I was not expecting anything fancy to come out of this, so I was painting on a folded piece of my long paper, because it's like 20 inches long or something like that, for super wide landscapes, which I'd love to do, but that sounds like hell to frame. I really think I need like a watercolor specific sketchbook for things like this. And so I thought, well, maybe if I just fold this over and then I can make my own sketchbook out of it someday, compile it later. This is Montreal Canal paper. It's interesting and kind of strange. It's made entirely of recycled cotton rags, but I learned after this that the back side cannot really be used. It's definitely a one-sided paper. So my idea of using this to make a watercolor sketchbook is not gonna happen. But that is essentially what this turned out to be. It's more like an art journal page or a sketchbook page or something like that. Yeah, I think I did pretty okay. And every single second of this was uncomfortable. So if you want to bring this non-dominant hand challenge back to life and try it out. Let me know how you do.